Hello everybody, it's been a while, and by while I mean a few weeks, like 2 or so, which may not seem like a lot to most people, but that's quite a bit. I've been off the internet for quite a time, and it's sort of been for a deliberate reason. If you're wondering what this is about, and why I have my hair parted in a way, and why it's up in the back, and why I have this shirt on, it's because I took a shower, and these are actually my PJs. They're not. I just wanted to look fancy. Anyways, the point of this video is to talk a little bit about YouTube as of late and also about my channel as of late. First, let's get the elephant out of the room since it's the platform we're on. YouTube. I'm not here to talk about YouTube heroes. I'm not here to talk about YouTube demonetization, and I'm not here to talk about YouTube drama. What I am here to talk about are the problems that YouTube is currently facing that aren't those things. YouTube has a lot of underlying problems that aren't just limited to YouTube heroes and whatever the case may be. Whether that be videos of people you're subscribed to not appearing in your subscription feed, getting unsubscribed from channels that you didn't unsubscribe to, and so much more. There are so many technical problems with this site that don't just boil down to the social aspects. YouTube is a broken site that desperately needs change, but I don't feel like it's ever going to get the change it needs. It's because YouTube has this way of manufacturing problems. If you noticed, whenever YouTube implements a program like that demonetization thing or that YouTube Heroes things, thousands, and I mean thousands of videos start popping up about the issue. And you know what that does? That generates more revenue for the site. It's a win-win situation for YouTube because then they can just backtrack and say, oh, we didn't actually mean it that way about that whole demonetization or YouTube heroes or whatever. But you have to realize, no matter what you do, no matter how many videos get out about the subject, YouTube is still winning. They're still making money off of your hard work, technically. So that's kind of been on my mind lately. This system that we're in that's broken, and it's a little upsetting when you're faced with that system and trying to put out consistent content that takes a lot of time. I'm sure a lot of other content creators can relate out there, but if you make a video that takes like hours to make, and you also have this fear that maybe your video won't get shown to the people who subscribe to you, it kind of discourages you from even making the video at all. So that's one thing that's been putting me in a rut lately. The second thing is just the social aspect of YouTube, I would say. It's not the whole thing about YouTube changing because of drama. I really couldn't give a fuck. What I do have a problem with is this mentality of bandwagoning that's going on throughout YouTube and r/video specifically where I see it. It's just discouraging to me whenever somebody makes a video about another YouTuber. Thousands of other people will just instantly jump on the hate bandwagon and just start analyzing the whole situation and bringing their own opinions into it and what have you. It's a little bit annoying to see, and granted, I've taken part in some of those things. I'm not innocent in that. But when you start to look at the bigger picture of everything in life, it doesn't really matter, right? I can't be the only one out there that thinks if people enjoy somebody else's content, no matter what you might think of that content, they're entitled to watch that content. And as long as that content isn't deemed unworthy of being on YouTube by YouTube, I don't see the issue of having said content. The third thing is a bit more personal. If you didn't know, back in the summer I hired an editor to work on my audio and some of the fancy After Effects that you probably saw in the video. The reason being is I work a lot on other things other than YouTube, and having somebody else there to help out with the video making process and making it go along smoother is always appreciated. However, recently, that person quit. And it's a little disheartening. The whole quitting thing was pretty messy. I had to talk to that person's mother, which was a little bit weird. But that's also why videos have been slowing down. I'm trying to get back in the groove of doing things by entirely myself again. So that's the third thing. And all of these things together just made me stop caring about making content for a while. I haven't made content in 2 weeks. But I think now I've realized that I kind of want to keep making content. Maybe it was good that I took a break because I have been working on YouTube straight for for a year? Maybe a year? I think it's been a year. And I'm pretty sure a break like this is good, because it's also given me a chance to reflect on the content I make and maybe how I want to make it better. Over the course of the next few videos, I'm going to be trying to experiment with new styles while still trying to keep the same old dang old haydocs that you all like, I hope. This could include like more live action stuff, maybe, or other scripts that I'm experimenting with, other ideas that I have going around in my head. But if you want to give me more feedback about the stuff that I'll be putting out, please do, because it really helps to know what people think of anything new that I'm trying. And I guess I can elaborate on the fourth reason a little bit. It's just, fall is not a good time for me. I start getting really existential in the fall, and it's not really good for my mental state. I seclude myself from others, especially around my birthday, because it reminds me of my impending death, and that's always not a good thing. But now I'm over that, I think. Probably I'll be better in the future when I start working on content and producing things I like and playing games I like and doing things I like, interacting with people again. And I think I'm in a better place now than I was 2 weeks ago, so that's pretty good. Also, because school is starting up and I'm also starting to think about going to different schools, there might be a slowing down of content, maybe to 1 a week as opposed to 1 every 4 days, as I've been trying to do. Maybe it will pick up again in the future when I have more time. Only time will tell. But we'll just see about that. I'm going to try to aim for 1 a week, and if I get more than that, great. Basically, a video will be uploaded when it's done, and I guess regarding reviews, because I'm sure people will ask me about, oh, why haven't you reviewed Yokai Watch 2? Why haven't you reviewed Sonic Boom? I'm looking at my list that I have on my wall. Sonic Boom, the Fire and Ice. The reason I don't review some games is that I'm not very wealthy, right? I don't have a lot of money to spend on games that companies don't give me. Nintendo hasn't sent me over anything, and Sega hasn't sent me over anything. Granted, I haven't been really emailing those people as much, so I didn't get a chance to request those review copies. But maybe I'll get them in the future when I get some money or something, but as for now, probably only review the games that I really want to review, like The Last Guardian, because I'm a huge fan of Shadow of the Colossus and Ico, and Paper Mario Color Splash, because, as you know, Color Splash it's a game. So yeah, expect more content in the coming weeks. Sorry for the wait, sorry for the delays, sorry for my absence, and I hope this cleared everything up. But, as always, if you want to let me know your thoughts on everything that happened in this video or what I said in the video, let me know in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching, and take care. Have a wonderful day, and goodbye.